Denver is called the Mile High City because it sits high up in the mountains, a mile above sea level. Today, 3 Denver snacks will fight to be atop the YTD mountain as they compete in a battle to tantalize our taste buds. You tried it. You Tried Dat. I'm Nick Novak, my pal, Shane Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Yo.
Guys, you're not a member of the Mile High Club, are you?
You mean fucked in a plane?
Yeah.
The airlines are fucking me every time I fly them. Am I right, boys?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm not flying the right planes, but I've been on 12-hour international flights on pretty large planes, and I've never been in an airplane bathroom that would be big enough for a man of my size to fuck in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, are these people just like rail thin 100-pound people that are fucking in a bathroom? I don't know how it's possible.
It's also such close proximity that I feel like lots of people would see 2 people walk in.
I think it's got to be more myth, unless in the past these jetliners had like jumbo bathrooms. Or now if you get like...
It can't be us. It must be all made up.
If I haven't had sex, no, it is. Is it counted as Mile High Club if you get like a hand job under like a blanket in your seat?
Maybe.
I guess
that's feasible. I bet. Like,
what if you give yourself a hand job under the blanket? Does that count?
Is that what you call getting a hand job? Masturbate furiously? Okay. Then yes, you could definitely get thrown off a plane.
Does it count as the Mile High Club if you take a shit that is so big and satisfying that it feels better than an orgasm? Does that count?
That does. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What if I get a hand job from John Elway? Does that count?
That's the Mile High job, not the Mile High Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got a little article here that might interest you. It's called Domino's Pizza Driver Filmed While Doing Wheelie Down High Street Sparks Investigation.
Okay. It's a really long headline.
Need to get to the bottom of this mystery.
That headline sounds like it basically is the entire story.
That headline is more of a mystery box than a J.J. Abrams movie. That's what I would say.
Nice. That's a good one. I like that.
Thanks.
It says a pizza chain has launched an investigation after one of its drivers was caught on camera attempting a motorbike stunt before crashing in the road.
Oh, motorbike. I was picturing a delivery car doing wheelies down the street. That's
yeah, it'd be very impressive. Yeah. A Domino's driver was filmed trying to pull off a wheelie, riding the bike balanced on just its back wheel. And someone had filmed this. The chain called it wholly unacceptable. It says footage of the maneuver surfaced on Sunday after it was uploaded to Twitter and has been retweeted thousands of times. So you can check this out. And in the background of the video, cheers can be heard as the driver, clad in black helmet, shows off the stunt before toppling over at the end.
Wait, he fell at the end of it? He didn't even do it right?
He had a pretty good wheelie going. I watched the video, and then at the end, he just like teeters over and like topples to the side, like probably fucking smashing everybody's pizza.
Yeah, the pizza, even from the wheelies, the toppings are like sliding all over the place. You know, like you get your pizza, all the pepperonis now on the one side of it.
Won't anyone think of the toppings?
Think of the toppings. The toppings
are fun. What will become of the toppings? He just sinks to his knees.
I definitely once had a couple times this has happened where I get a pizza delivered and like the guy just leaves, but then I open it and it's like fucked on the inside. Like clearly like something has happened, right? This guy like took this pizza in the bathroom, got in the Mile High Club, or he just flat dropped it. But
he got fucked while holding your pizza. Is that the proposition here?
Yeah, or he fucked the pizza.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably more likely. Yeah,
you're right.
Right.
That's probably what happened. He probably got cum on the toppings.
You should probably order your pizza more locally if the guy has to take it on a fucking airplane to get it to you. Put it in there to check it in.
Have you had any bad delivery stories?
I mean, we gotten like wrong food, a bunch of like just the wrong restaurant order. You know, I remember we ordered some like hot dogs from some place and we waited like an hour, and then Panda
What?
Express showed up it was like we're watching the guy in the app and he's just like going all over the city, like nowhere near our house, and we're like, when's this guy gonna fucking come? And I got like little kids getting hungry, you know, and fucking Panda Express shows up. Nobody wants to eat that. And
He's just
so
doing wheelies all over the city.
yeah.
Slowly doing a wheelie up and down the street and reading the addresses. Yeah, we had Domino's just not show up when we had a bunch of kids over. That was unfortunate and irritating. My wife had to like call and they're like, "Oh, we lost your order. We didn't know how to call you back." So you lost everything about it? But how do you even know I ordered at this point? Like an inception or like,
I have not told you my name yet.
is this Nick? Yeah. I still have your pizza. Then give it to me.
I was gonna ask you, do you guys have a lot of people doing wheelies out by you? Because we do. And I will just be
You
like,
do?
yes,
you do with all
we
the
do.
hills and stuff?
We will like, I'll be walking down the street just like in the middle of the day, and they'll be like, I don't know if they're just like a group of the same people going around or whatever, but I'll see like 3 or 4 bikes, like motorbikes, come past on the street, and like one of them will start a wheelie, and then the rest of them in the line will like all do wheelies, like going down the street. It's probably happened. It's happened at least twice this calendar year. Like,
Has any of them eaten shit that you saw?
no, and I keep wanting them to. I'm like, please eat shit. Like, I really want to see that.
Is that are they together, or is it like a motorbike thing that when another motorbiker does a wheelie, you are inclined to do one too?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just see like a solo person do it, and like they always rev their engine up, and all I can think about is what a cool person that is and how they are the coolest person, and I wish I was them.
What
That's all I
kind
can
of
think
senior
about.
citizen shit are you guys? Look at that motorbiker. He's on his motorbike. What the hell?
What's the largest ramp you went off of on your bike as a child? Like,
Ooh,
everyone
I didn't
builds
do
a
much
ramp at some
ramping.
point.
We had
right?
a steep
And
hill that I would crank my way down, but I didn't. I shied clear of ramps. I'm not.
Yeah,
built
went
for
down
ramps.
a hill. It's like
It's a ramp-ish endeavor.
nature's ramp.
I think for me, it's probably like speed bumps in the street. Like I'll still do that now because like I bike to work sometimes, and like there'll be a
My answer was
speed
better
bump.
than that. That's not a
And I was
ramp. That's a
cr-
bump.
Hey,
Will
I
you
could get
lift
some
the front
airtime.
purposely?
Yeah,
Like
you
as your
gotta
front
lift the
tires
front
are-
a little bit as you go over it to get that extra hang time and just look really cool. Mm-hmm.
How about
I
you,
definitely,
Noah?
we
You
definitely
do
would build
Knievel?
some as a kid, and I bet, as a kid they
Out of
seem
what?
wood. I don't know, like wood
Fucking
around.
Carpenter
And
Novak as a kid, like building shit.
they weren't good. It was like wood, like leaned up against some like fucking cinder blocks or something.
They like crumbled as soon as you went off it and you fell over.
And there was, probably like the height of like a cinder block. That's probably
Yeah.
the extent.
That's
of
the
like
size
really
of a speed bump. You act like you're better than me.
now, yeah, I'm worse than you because the idea of going over a speed bump now, I feel like I'm gonna like wrench my like. It sounds fucking nightmarish to go over a speed bump on my bike.
Now, Chad, does anyone ghost ride the whip up by you?
That was invented in Oakland, so
Mhm.
not far from here. But
On their motorbike.
yeah, that would be
Ghost
something.
ride the bike.
I've never actually seen anyone do it in person, but I have seen like videos of people do it, like in SF or in Oakland.
In Wisconsin, they ghost ride the tractor. They put it out in the cornfield and they get around it. And they dance to like Dolly Parton around it. It's pretty cool.
Ghost ride the sausage and pepperoni.
Then they join the Mile High Club with the tractor.
The dangerous stuff we did was what? They get the tractor on the plane. They go in the cargo hold. They fuck it. Our like dangerous endeavors were not like jumps off our bikes. We would just invent sports to hurt each other. Like we played something called tackle basketball, where we just put a garbage can, like a big plastic bin garbage can, in the backyard, and then it was like you get the ball and you just run for it, and everyone just like tackles the shit out of you, and then you have to like pass it once you're laying on the ground, and the goal is to like rugby style slam it into the bucket.
And that's what you call a dangerous endeavor.
We're getting hit a lot.
That's like the old what do you call it? American Gladiators game.
Yeah, it was just like that. Yeah, we had T-Money and.
All right, here's the question. Honest question, because I used to watch a lot of American Gladiators. This is far afield from Pizza Delivery Guy, but what American Gladiator event do you think you could do the best at?
I didn't watch much of it, so can you brief me? I know
well,
there's the ones
there's
where they're on the two platforms with the thing.
Yeah, that's Joust. Yeah. There's that Powerball or whatever it is that you just talked about. There's one where you like the final one. I always thought was you like have to like hide behind these walls and try to shoot tennis balls at a gun at like a guy that's firing tennis balls at you. That's the one I always thought like. I'm sure I would truly be terrible at it, but I was like, I could totally nail that target.
How is that an athletic endeavor, shooting Nerf balls at somebody?
Well, you also have to die. You have to run from station to like you only get one shot at each station, so you have to dodge the Nerf balls as you run. Yeah. What do you think?
There's the one actually they did one year where you swing, like you're on a rope and you have to swing, and someone's like standing on a pedestal, and you try to knock them off it. It seems like the least I'm gonna get hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall off the rope. I guess, it's probably the shooting one. There's no way I'm winning Joust against like Laser or whoever.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one where you're in like a giant metal ball, like running around trying to step on platforms and stuff?
Right.
I missed that show.
And there's that one where you try to do a wheelie right into Nitro's face.
Let me ask you guys another question, unrelated to that topic. When you're having sex, do you consider yourself more of a bottom or a topping?
I was like, it's a weird thing to move to. Okay, it depends. If I'm fucking Nitro, I'm definitely not on top. I'm not a top in there. He's fucking railing me. But
you're not a toppin'? He's gonna fucking pin you to the ground.
That's what I mean. I'm not on top.
Straight, you're a toppin'.
Unless he decides to like.
You better be on top, or you're gonna be a. You're going to not be on top of the earth anymore. You're going to be fucking dead if he gets on top of you and destroys you.
Yes. Yeah, death, commonly referred to as no longer on top of the earth.
I was on top of the earth. Now I'm dead.
I roamed the earth's crust free, breathing mortal life through my body. Oh, God, there's Laser. He's going to put me in the ground.
Here we recognize Nick. He was an incredible toppin' of the earth. What are we but the Earth's pizza toppings?
Our lack of environmental care has turned the Earth into a sloppy, half-delivered pizza.
And what is climate change but us just doing a big wheelie with the
Earth? All right. Let's eat our snacks. We got 3 snacks, rate them on a 5-point scale. Love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. And we've got to start by destroying our taste buds. We've got the Vaca Meat Company sweet hot Chipotle beef jerky.
Now, all these snacks today, these are courtesy my brother David. Visited him in Denver recently, and he picked up all these Denver specific snacks for us.
We took a big old whiff before it started, and it will really unclog your sinuses.
It's got the consistency of shoe leather.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Now, a lot of people don't know, but La Vaca is Spanish for the toppins. So, this is just the toppins of a cow. You strip it right off the top of the cow.
It's just cow skin?
Uh-huh.
It's fucking gross. No wonder it's so fucking hard. It's tough. You gotta be this really feels like old cowboy style beef.
Yeah.
This is gladiator food. One of the events is chewing through this fucking thing in 5 minutes.
Every bite I take, my balls drop a little further.
Yep. We are men today.
Cowboy is famous for having loose swinging balls.
The manlier you are, the further your balls drop.
My grandfather must have been fucking John Wayne. He had loose balls.
As you get older, your balls become less of Earth's toppings. It's true.
Okay. Geiger.
Yeah.
Spicy old shoe leather.
I'm still trying to finish piece one. Look, it is arduous to get through this jerky.
It's an
It is a
athletic endeavor.
process. However, the smell was worse than the taste. I actually don't. I know this is
Smell.
going to be too spicy. I know this is probably going to be too spicy for Chad. I don't think it's too spicy, and the heat stays on your tongue, which is definitely kind of a thing you're going to have to deal with. But I like the flavor. I think it is just, and I do like my jerky to have a little chew to it, but this is really going to work you out. So I am going to say, I'm actually going to give it a low level like that. I think the form factor is just not bad enough for me. I do like I legitimately like the taste, which I think I'm going to be alone
you
on.
just say like that?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be alone on this. You guys are going to hate this thing, but I don't mind it.
Okay.
It is just a tough chew, but I can forgive that.
Yeah, it's just a tough chew.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only problem with this thing. This is a fucking tough chew.
You get your turn to rate.
This thing is inedible. It's so hard to eat. It's way too spicy. Way too spicy. Like, the more you chew it, it just comes in. My tongue is on fire. I didn't even finish one piece. I don't understand how you could give this like that. It's mind-boggling. This is a slam dunk hate that. It's terrible.
Yeah, I can see. I figured that was your rating.
We have been on a pretty good jerky run, I think. We had eaten a lot of pretty good jerkies. I took out this big piece here.
Yeah.
And if you just picked it up, if you just picked this up and like you were holding it with your eyes closed, I would think this was a kid's beef jerky toy. Like a fake food that's made to look like jerky. That's how fucking hard it is. It's like
Fisher Price, my first jerky.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I had to chew the plastic toy. Man, this seems like a huge myth. It's way too fucking hard to chew. The spice isn't overly spicy for me, but there's no flavor to it. It's just like, here's some random heat on there. Super disappointing. I don't find it to be sweet, which they mentioned. I don't find it to be Chipotle. So
I don't find it to be jerky.
I'm gonna don't get a burrito bowl from it.
A second hate that. A couple of hates and a like. So, pretty beatable. Let's go to the Perfectly Sane Cat Lady Assorted Sours.
Props for the name on this one. I do like.
Yeah, this is great. I'm kind of excited about these ones.
I'm trying to think of what else is this size, but it's definitely like bigger than any size M&M, but it's a ball. They've got various colors to them.
They're like gumdrop size, kind of, right?
They have like a very jelly bean consistency.
I kind of expected them to be hard candies, but they're not. Many different colors. Purple, red, orange, yellow, green. I've tried a purple and a red. They definitely taste different.
I tried a red, and I'm putting in the yellow. That is not mixing well with the spicy jerky. I'll say that.
I think these are a pleasant surprise, actually. I mean, I don't know. I was excited about them because I thought they had a chance to be good. I was worried they would be like a really hard candy that you had to suck on. That could have still been good, but like then it would take forever to taste any of the flavors. I like it, the consistency, that jelly bean kind of consistency. I wish the fruit flavor was a little bit stronger, and maybe that's because my taste buds are completely blown out by the fucking rawhide, straight up cow skin I just ate. But I think the purple flavor is really good. Grape, I guess. I think the lemon is really, really good too. Orange and red, not bad. So these are I like that. I'm definitely going to finish these.
I agree there. I like the consistency, and there's kind of like where it has an up on a jelly bean. It's kind of like a little bit of a cooling sensation once you get
Yeah.
like 2 bites in. That's pretty pleasant. I actually can't think of any other candy like this. I would struggle to call them sours.
I wish they were
Like,
more
so-
sour for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
There's nothing really all that sour about them, but they are an interesting candy, and I find them pretty pleasant. No problem eating these. I'm going to give them a second, very solid like that. Geiger, you with us? You seem
For
a
the
little
most
hesitant.
part, they're fine. They're a little underwhelming. I thought they'd be sour. They're basically just like a soft Skittle, kind of. Like they're not even. It's like a strong fruit flavor, a little more sour than that, but that's about it. They do get stuck in your teeth. Yeah, but they're like that. They're fine. I'll eat them. Sounds super.
You like the
sold right
jerky
now.
better than these?
No,
All right.
no.
And
I'm
welcome,
not a
visitor.
Yeah.
Pretty good score, but we do have some chocolate cookie dough bites coming up after the segment. Jed?
So we are going to do a Denver tournament. We're going to find out what is the best thing. Sorry, it's not a Denver tournament. I misspoke. This is a Colorado tournament. Denver is in Colorado, FYI. We're going to do a Colorado tournament. Normally I do these. They're like country tournaments, whole countries, but I'm not going to do like a USA tournament. That'd be stupid. So we are going to do a Colorado tournament. Let's find out what the best thing about Colorado is. All right, you guys ready?
Everyone's been wondering.
Yeah, that's answering the question at the top of everyone's lips. All right, so first, as always, we got 4 different brackets here. And the first bracket, of course, is food. So there are some famous Colorado foods. The number 1 seed here, one of Geiger's favorites, Coors beer.
Yeah.
That's the number 1 seed. Rocky Mountain
Famous
freshness. Famous food. Coors beer. Geiger treats it like food.
I'm not an alcoholic. Jesus.
You can stop
Geiger
whenever
treats
you
like
want.
oxygen.
Yes,
Yeah. No, he's drunk right now.
Versus the number 4. Now, I didn't know this, but apparently Colorado is famous for green chili. So people eat a lot of green chili. I had not heard that before. So that's the number 4 seed. So Coors beer versus green chili. Novak, we will start with you.
Coors beer. You're referred to repeatedly as Coors beer. But,
Coors beer.
I assume we're talking about the whole line. Coors Light, the Banquet.
Coors Light beer, Coors regular beer. Yeah.
Coors Heavy, the banquet beer.
Coors Heavy beer, yeah.
Green chili, I think, is pretty tasty. I maybe have had that a handful of times in my life that I could even think of. And I do actually, when I go out, I am not one of these hipster draft beer newbies.
You mean
that's
craft
like,
beer, I assume. Draft beer is pretty normal.
Oh, craft beer, yeah.
I don't let them pour it out of a spigot.
That's
for hippies.
When we were kids, we talked about this. When we were kids, beer drinking was my dad mowed the lawn and had an old style, right?
Old style beer, yeah.
A tank top, right? An old style beer. And now it's become a big, giant industry full of people like going to 1,000 different breweries, trying a whole bunch of shitty, tasty beers. So I come from the old school of give me the Coors Light. I'm not drinking anything from your tap, goddammit. So since I've had it more and we'll probably have it more, I'm going to go with Coors beer.
Okay. Geiger, what do you say? You agree?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. My dad, would mow the lawn, nothing but a
Say it, Rummy.
Just one tank top. That's it on his whole body. His nuts are flapping in the breeze. Yeah. His huge hanging nuts.
Were they really low?
Yeah, he was the man, this guy in the neighborhood. They were like, he was tripping on them. He actually drank High Life, which is also a beer I enjoy. But I drink Coors Light has become my like cheap beer of choice. I like it. We've even had it on the podcast, I believe. We did the 3 light beers, I believe. It's good, and I like chili a lot. I think chili is good because you can put a lot of toppings on it, but I think it's also good because I like chili a lot. And I do like green chili. I just couldn't tell you.
I like
the
chili.
last-
It's good because I like it.
The reason I like it is because I don't not like it. I can't tell you the last time I had it, and I know I'm gonna have a lot more Coors Light in my life, unfortunately, than I am green chili. So I am gonna go green chili and a Coors Light. Sounds like a great meal together. But I will just stick with the Coors Light. Thank you.
All right,
That'll be my meal, according to Chad.
Coors beer, it's called.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Coors Light beer.
Yeah. Okay, number 2 seed, Palisade Peaches. Apparently, Colorado is very famous for these peaches. And versus the number 3 seed, maybe the most famous food from Colorado, Rocky Mountain Oysters.
Oh, yeah.
So we got
Never
Palisade
mind, I don't
Peaches
even
versus
know what it
Rocky
is.
Mountain Oysters. Geiger, what do you say? You want the bull nuts?
It's not going to change my mind, but what specifically makes a peach is it just a strain of peach?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I just googled Colorado foods and that kept coming.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I just put the tournament together and didn't actually look. Look, think I'm allergic to peaches, but I'd still probably eat a peach. I'd like the flavor of peaches. I like peach flavored things. I'm a big fan of Palisades.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say that I do like fried food, but usually by food I don't mean animals, nuts. So I'm probably gonna take peaches just by a pubic hair
Default.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even a huge peach fan.
Right.
And while Rocky Mountain oysters are my favorite Oxnard, I'm gonna have to go with peaches. I don't think I could probably even stomach those. So peaches.
Yeah, I think peach is one of those fruits where it's like it has to be exactly ripe, or else it's just a complete waste of time.
Has your brother living out there ever had a Rocky Mountain oyster, Chad? Or no?
I don't know. Dave, text me and let me know. Have you ever put a bull's nuts in your mouth?
Do not send us them to eat on the podcast.
Do not.
I will fucking
Swear to
kill
God.
you. Canned bull nuts.
I would guess he has not, but maybe. I don't know. He's not usually like I'll go eat a stunt food just for fun.
Yet he sent us bear meat in a can. So.
Okay, so that takes us to the finals here. The food: Coors beer versus peach. Novak.
I think Coors is going to kind of win. I think there's many things that could have defeated it, but nothing strong enough. I don't think in this half of the tournament. So Coors beer.
All right. Okay.
Say Coors.
Yeah.
Beer.
Well, I also think peach beer is good, but that's not the rating.
We're setting you up to look like an alcoholic.
You also voted for it on Coors Light
against
beer.
his will. There was
I like Coors
better.
beer because
this is an intervention.
I enjoy Coors beer because I can't get up in the morning without it. Okay, there, I admitted it. I'll take that.
Everything else in this tournament is different versions of bull's nuts.
All right, moving to the bottom left corner of the bracket, celebrities. So this is Colorado celebrities. So the number 1 seed, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, creators of South Park, famously from Colorado, versus number 4. I didn't know this guy was from Colorado, but Tim Allen of Home Improvement is from Colorado. So exactly.
Bull's nuts.
So famously unfunny Tim Allen versus famously funny Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Geiger, what do you say?
Yeah, so in Tim Allen's, like on the con side of the Tim Allen ledger, Home Improvement sucks Rocky Mountain Oysters. It is fucking terrible. I've never found that show funny.
More power, and then the audience just
what the fuck?
The only thing
Set
about
of ghouls was in that audience.
Remember when Tales from the Crypt guy joined Home Improvement? Really quickly, the only funny thing I ever thought about Home Improvement, there's a clip. I don't know. It was Dana Carvey talking to Stephen Colbert and Steve Carell. He was talking about how like he had his own variety show, and it's like the lead-in was Home Improvement, and like the promo was like. Have you seen this?
Yeah,
it's like
so
the
good.
promo is like one of the kids on Home Improvement had cancer was the show, and like, Dad, am I gonna die? I'm like, we don't know, son. And they're like holding him, and then he goes, followed by the Dana Carvey Show, sponsored by Dr. Scholl's baby powder, or something like stupid and corny. They all just crack up. Anyway, that show sucked balls. Tim the Toolman Taylor is an asshole. I believe also Tim Allen has gone to jail for dealing drugs. I think he's a big time Trumper. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit these days.
Yeah.
I guess Buzz Lightyear is fine. To infinity and beyond.
Buzz Lightyear's a huge Trumper too. Yeah.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear is like, not in my robots.
Buzz Lightyear's like, Obama canceled the shuttle program. What the fuck?
Make infinity beyond again.
Make infinity beyond again. That's awesome.
So you went South Park, guys?
Yeah, South Park is funny. Tim Allen is not. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I actually like South Park.
Yeah.
South Park is
He
very
seems so
funny.
upset. I'm forced to vote for something I enjoy.
Tim Allen, literally the only Home Improvement episode I ever liked was when Tim joined the Mile High Club.
And then his kid got cancer on the way home.
Yes, it's mostly a show about him having a television tool show and his kids getting cancer. I think was
He had like
the main
15
He did have
premise
3
of that
kids.
show.
It was like 1 cancer per season, I think.
Didn't that show bring us Pamela Anderson? Is on her first appearance?
Bring us family.
Bring me Pamela Anderson, Tim.
Yes,
So-
brought us Pam Anderson, and the world is that much better for it.
I don't know. What do you wait till you see Project 2025? God damn it, Buzz. Shut the fuck up. Remember that time when Woody told Buzz to shut the fuck up in Toy Story?
All right, South Park. I will. My one Home Improvement story I'm going to tell real quick because my stepmom doesn't listen to this podcast. But I remember one time we were in. I think it was when we were in Disney World actually with my dad and my stepmom, and because I remember we were at a hotel and like my dad and I and maybe some other family members that we were with went out to do something or other, and my stepmom stayed back, and we came back to the hotel room and knocked on the hotel door. My stepmom answered and she was in tears. She was crying. She looked completely distraught. And my dad was like, "Are you okay? Like, should we come back later?" And she just says, "No, it's okay. It's tool time." And she had been like in tears laughing from Home Improvement, like to the point where she looked
What?
like
Oh,
she was so
God.
upset. And then I was like, "Okay, that's how I know I will never like this show because we have completely different senses of humor."
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
I personally don't think kids having cancer is funny, but I mean, if that's
Anyone laughing at just laughing at the size of Tim Allen's dick as he joins the Mile High Club. Is that it? Okay. Number 2. Moving on. Number 2 seed John Elway. We talked about him earlier, of the famous the football player who loves to give hand jobs. And then number 3. This guy's from Colorado. I don't know if you knew this. Dog the Bounty Hunter. So
Oh, is he
John
really? I
Elway
thought he was from Hawaii.
yeah, I thought so too.
Maybe
He just lives there now.
No, he might
lives
have
there.
grown up in Denver.
I
and
think
then
he's
moved
kind
to
of a
Hawaii,
piece of
yeah.
shit too. Maybe.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think he was recorded on some phone call with a racial slur. I could be wrong.
I mean, surprise, surprise. There's a lot of pieces of shit associated with Colorado.
Who would have thought this upstanding bail bondsman was anything but a pure gentleman?
I think it was for Hawaii, but he like lived in Colorado or grew up there or something like that.
Okay.
I'll fact check real quick while you decide who you're gonna vote for.
I don't care. I mean, it's fine.
Surprised that this bounty hunter is using such salty language. Never heard such a thing from a bounty hunter.
Yeah, so he has a big mansion. He has a big mansion in Castle Rock, Colorado.
Okay.
That's what it is.
I thought this guy wearing leather chaps and an Undertaker vest was going to be very well refined.
I thought this guy who calls himself Dog was going to be a real class act.
Wait, who's he up against?
Actually, he's up against John Elway. Actually, I think
John
it's
Elway.
1, 2, 2. I think you're up, Novak. Did you go first for South Park?
Sure.
Yeah, you're up.
Okay. Doug the Bounty Hunter. Bounty hunting's pretty entertaining, I suppose. There's some pretty
Sure.
great episodes of that show.
They make you cry laughing.
Never been.
It's dog time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's better than watching Toy Story 5 and Buzz Lightyear telling Andy to build the wall. Around,
Tinker Toy wall
around the toy box.
Slinky Dog has cancer in Toy Story 5. We're gonna have to put him down. Give me my shotgun.
John Elway, some pretty great highlights, I guess. He did beat the Packers in the Super Bowl, which is pretty cool. But I think Elway's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And Dog the Bounty is more entertaining, and they're all just going to lose to the South Park guys, so I'll take Dog.
Okay, Geiger, what do you say? You agree?
Yeah, John Elway's a old horse tooth fuck. Whoa. He owns a bunch of car dealerships. Lame.
Mm-hmm.
All he is good at football. That's big whoops. Oh my.
Johnny Von Elway.
He has got the biggest horse teeth.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew, but Elway isn't his given name. He changed it to when he got into sports. It was really John von Schledorn. Slinging the ball down the field. I think Dog the Bounty Hunter is fucking hilarious. We used to watch that a bunch at my dad's house. The song is awesome. All these guys like marching around and like looking tough, and it's like an Ozzy Osbourne knockoff. It's like, Dog the Bounty Hunter. And they're like screaming. It's hilarious. And like every episode is the same, where Dog is gearing himself up to beat the living fuck out of some guy. Like, he disrespected my wife. He disrespected my wife. Oh, hey, well, and like getting all chuffed up. And then 2 seconds later, the guy's in the back of his van, peacefully surrendered, like, hey, get off the ice, brother. You know, like giving the guy a cigarette. Oh, ice kills, brother. It's okay. Let's pray together. He turned out to be a good guy. That's like his fucking thing of every single one. And then he like got in big trouble, and he almost went to prison, I think, because he like unlawfully extradited someone from Mexico. I went on a rabbit hole.
Why are you telling us his life story? What the
He's
fuck?
a great American hero. Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'm all the way.
Not Johnny Von Elway?
Johnny Von Elway did beat the Packers in the Super Bowl, and Dog the Bounty Hunter has never once competed against the Packers, so that's good.
Buzz Lightyear was at Jan the 6th.
Remember when Buzz Lightyear refused Little Bo Peep healthcare? Remember that? Which was like, it's like, yeah, just give me that crook. We'll fix this.
Johnny Von Elway gives out mile high hand jobs. Okay, so
Good thing
South Park guys versus Dog.
That needed space.
Yeah, it did.
Let it breathe.
I will say John Elway, balls hang real low. That guy's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dog versus Park. Famous showdown here. Geiger, what you got? South Park. Guys.
Oh, I'm like, Dog versus Park. Is this like
Dog Park?
Is this like fucking around versus finding out? Oh boy, this is tough because these are two entertaining shows.
Mm-hmm.
I believe South Park has also mocked Dog the Bounty Hunter one time. Like, it was hilarious
because playing Dog the Bounty Hunter. Yeah.
Well, and like the wife was just two giant boobs walking down the hallway. I probably have laughed more at South Park than I have at Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Although
I hope so.
I will say South Park has probably saved more people from meth addiction than Dog the Bounty Hunter too. So I will take South Park.
Okay,
yeah. Onward. Yep, South Park.
All right, on with South Park. Okay. All right, move to the other side of the bracket here. We've got the travel section. So there's lots of beautiful scenery in Colorado. The number 1 seed here, we've got Aspen, if you want to do some, skiing, snowboarding, that kind of stuff, versus the number 4 seed, the Red Rock Amphitheater, which is this beautiful outdoor venue, a little bit outside Denver. A lot of famous concerts there and stuff. Novak, you're Mr. Music. Do you want to do the amphitheater, or are you going to stick with Aspen?
Yeah, I have seen Red Rock, but I like in a non-concert setting, just viewed, like walked through to see it,
Hmm.
and I would be much more interested in seeing a concert there than I would be skiing in Aspen. So I'm gonna go Red Rocks.
All right, Geiger.
Doggy Van Schledorn, saving people from the ice bra.
Are you talking
Perfect.
shit about my wife?
Who do you know wants to buy a car? He's just straight up selling cars that time.
Put everyone's name into this. Ready Von Rocks.
Aspen Von Ski Hill.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Putting a bull's nuts in your mouth.
Putting people's or just a
bull's
bull's?
nuts.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
people's.
Yeah.
Dunking people's balls in your mouth. That's Rocky Mountain Oysters, right?
Michael Jordan's nuts.
I'm with Novak. I might have not gone to a concert in a long time, but I probably would enjoy music more than Aspen is what, skiing and rich people.
Pretty
Neither
much.
of which I have any interest in. Red Rock sounds cool. I've never seen it, but it would probably be a cool place to see a concert. So Red Rocks.
All right, a little bit of an upset there. All right, number 3, Pikes Peak, which is the tallest mountain in Colorado, one of the famous 14ers, meaning it's over 14,000 feet or some shit, versus Coors Beer Field. So, place to see the Colorado Rockies play.
The old Coors Beer Field.
Old Coors Beer Field. Geiger, what do you say?
I mean, this is no brand for me. I don't give a fuck if it's a 14 or a 10-iner, a 20-iner. Doesn't matter. Fine. It's a big high peak. Great.
The views are supposed to be beautiful up there. So I've heard from
Yeah, I mean, I like
my
going to
brother
baseball
David, who's
games.
been up.
But you can get ballpark nachos. You can eat hot dogs. You can watch some dingers. You can watch a dinger. How many fucking dingers are at a Pikes Peak, Chad? Answer me that.
I guess
damn it.
none.
Yeah, no. None is the answer. So I want to watch a baseball game. I want to go to the Coors Beer Field.
Novak?
Now, I love going to stadiums,
Yeah, you
and
do.
I would
Yes.
love to see Coors Field.
Mm-hmm.
I love baseball.
so
But
too,
Coors is a scourge on MLB. It's a shitty stadium
Yeah,
where the
I've
ball
been.
flies
It
too
sucks.
far, and no pitchers want to pitch there because they just get fucking rocked all the time. And so I don't like the term 14er, right? It makes you sound like fucking Tim Allen drooling over Pamela Anderson being given to us. But I do think that the hiking and seeing a scenic view would be nice. So I'm actually going to make Chad call one here.
If you go in a chat room and start talking about a 14er, Chris Anderson shows up. I think.
Chris
I heard you like
Anderson?
Pikes Peak.
You mean Chris Hansen?
No, what'd I say?
Who the fuck's
He's a
Chris
Chris
Anderson?
Chris, I have no idea who Chris is.
I see you've come here with these wine cooler beers.
I hear you come with these Rocky Mountain oysters.
Chris Von Anderson. Who the fuck are you anyway?
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I have been to. I like watching baseball games, especially live. Super fun. I've been to Coors Field. I was thoroughly underwhelmed. I thought of all the stadiums I've been to, it was one of the lamest. Not the worst. That's where the Oakland A's play. Is probably the worst stadium.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
not
that's
anymore.
fixed. Yeah.
But so I have heard good things about Pikes Peak. They supposedly have a shop up there that you can get donuts. I love donuts, so I will go Pikes Peak.
That's why you're going there? To get a donut?
Yeah, that's right. I'll go anywhere for a good donut.
You should see these views. Donuts lined up as far as the eye can see.
14 or donuts that I'm gonna eat. Okay, so finals here: Red Rock Amphitheater versus Pikes Peak. Novak, where are you going?
I'm picturing your wife looking out over the facing the top of the peak, like looking out over the scenery. Are you looking at this? And then you've got your back to her, staring in through a glass case of donuts. Oh yeah, I see it.
I'm just like rum rum rum. Look up with my mouth full of donuts. Seeing what? What?
Wait, what are we choosing between now?
Pikes Peak and Red Rock Amphitheater.
Red Rocks.
Geiger, you agree?
Red Rock. Look, so the choices are walk out to a place and go, oh, look, trees. Or go listen to some music.
Trees? What do you think is
Right,
at the
isn't that-
top of mountains?
You look down and you see trees. What do you think? The mountains are barren of any wood? They're just rock and that's it?
You're just only looking at trees? You're not looking at the scenery, the sky, the landscapes?
Trees are the scenery. What else are you looking at? A cloud?
Or what? What's your other choice?
Or what?
Enjoy a fucking face melting solo, pal.
Yeah. Just because, like, you get up to Pikes Peak and you're just fucking checking out the elephant ears. It doesn't fucking matter. I want to go. Yeah, I want to go listen to some fucking awesome music in Red Rock and just jam out.
Hell yeah.
Red Rock. Novak, you and I go to Red Rock. He can go to fucking Pikes Peak and eat a donut.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. I was right there. You can hear me.
Okay. All right. Moving on to
Wild
the final section here, wild card. We're going to start with the number... which one of these seeds do I want to start with? All right, let's do the number 1 seed. Okay. Elevation. Now, let me explain why that's the number 1 seed. My brother
song?
David... My brother David, who I love very, very much, moved to Colorado and will not shut the fuck up about the elevation and how it's changed his life. He exercises more. He lost all this weight because the elevation. His allergies went away because the elevation. And when I was out there visiting him, he tried to convince me that spicy food would not taste spicy because of the elevation. And then he fed me some spicy chip, and it was like super spicy. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Saw that coming.
Love you, David. So that's the number 1 seed is the elevation versus, now maybe you guys want to Google this, the number 4 seed, which is Blucifer. So Blucifer is...
Why would I need to Google that? Yeah, everyone knows that.
It's like a porno where someone fucks the devil.
Blue Balsifers. So it's just Lucifer with a B at the front, but it is this horse statue that sits at the
Mustang.
entrance to Denver International Airport. And it's like eyes glow red and at night, and it looks pretty wild. Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
elevation versus Blucifer. Geiger, who you got?
Beans at the toppings of a mountain or Lucifer. Okay. I need a little fact checking from you. Do you believe Dave and all his like health benefits via elevation?
So there is some science that when you're at higher elevation, your body sheds water faster. So like you can get dehydrated more easily. So that leads you to drinking more water. And the science does show that if you drink a lot more water, you can lose weight because you're drinking water instead of drinking soda or like eating snacks or all those kinds of things, right? It can help your body lose weight. And also I did Google, and supposedly your spiciness taste buds are less sensitive at elevation, but I think maybe, I think it's like a minor amount. It's not enough where you can just suddenly do the 1 chip challenge, like no problem,
Yeah. But you could also theoretically reap those benefits if you sell your soul to Blucifer, correct? Yeah, Blucifer.
Yes.
He looks cool.
Okay. A statue.
Yeah, the only good thing about elevation, I understand like the last episode of Home Improvement, they moved to Denver, all the kids' cancer is immediately cured. And they live happily ever after.
Elevation. No cancer.
So those are good benefits, but Blucifer is Blucifer, so I'm picking Blucifer.
Great rationale there.
Yeah.
Okay. Blucifer. All right. So the number 3 seed here, no Olympic Games. And so Denver famously one of the first
What?
major cities to ever turn down hosting the Olympic Games. They were offered the Olympic Games and they said no. So no O Games, it's the number 3 seed, versus number 2 rectangles. Colorado is shaped like a rectangle. All right, Novak, what do you say?
Oh yeah.
What in the fuck
These
is
are
this
both
matchup?
horse shit. Waiting to get fucking mutilated by Lucifer in the next round.
What? You don't love
I-
math and rectangles and right
I don't care
angles and
about
shit?
no Olympic Games. That's
That's not the
not
absence
having
of
something is
something.
not a goal.
What the fuck?
At least
They turned it
rectangle is
down.
something they do have. They have the rectangle shape. I'm gonna go.
No,
Right.
they have rectangles around the border of the state.
We
It's true.
are rectangles. That's what they shout on the streets. But don't you think, Geiger, there's something admirable about turning? Because the Olympic Games, if you break it down, is really just a scam,
Yeah.
right? Like all these these countries,
Yeah.
like they pay a ton of money for these stadiums that then go to waste after the Olympics leave, and
I just feel like no Olympic Games is something they have in common with the majority of cities on Earth. Like Stockville hasn't had a fucking Olympic game.
Nobody's fucking offering the Olympic Games to
Yes, they did.
Stockville.
They built a velodrome just for the fucking Olympics, and now
Opening
it just
ceremony.
sits there unused.
The opening ceremony at Arby's, presided over by what's that guy's name that works at the Starbucks?
Berto.
Birdo, presided
yeah.
over by Birdo.
We now pause for the singing of the national anthem. Bernie von Schlitt. Not the other one. The other one.
So Geiger, rectangles or no O Games?
This is so dumb. Rectangles, I guess. Not having the O Games is not some badge of honor. Congrats,
all right.
Denver, you fucking
All right,
uppity
you guys
punk.
love shapes. Good to know. Okay, so the finals of this one, Lucifer versus rectangles. Geiger.
Lucifer. You don't even need
You
to ask
Geiger?
me.
All right. Yeah, Lucifer's an easy call. You know,
Yeah.
fucking Lucifer would stomp the fuck out of a rectangle. Did you see
Lucifer
that
looks
guy?
pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's finish this up
I'm
here.
getting balls Lucifer watching him.
We'll go back to the other side real quick here. The winner of food Coors versus the winner of celebrities, which is Trey Parker and Matt Stone from South Park. Novak, what do you say?
Trey
Coors
Parker.
beer. I'm sorry, it was Coors beer, not Coors.
Mm-hmm.
Coors beer's journey ends here.
Okay. Geiger.
I probably have drinking more Coors beer than I have watched South Park.
Really?
So I am going to take Coors beer because I'm a fucking alcoholic.
Okay.
We're giving you an out, God damn it.
I want to stay in.
I don't drink a lot of beer. I don't particularly. I mean, Coors is like fine. I would never reach for it. Coors
Coors
beer.
what?
Coors beer. But South Park for a long time. Now I haven't watched South Park in a couple years. I think it kind of fell off in the recent years, and I just lost interest. But for a long time, it was one of my favorite shows, or maybe my favorite shows. It has some of the hardest moments I've ever laughed for things that like Butters did and stuff. So I will say Trey Parker and Matt Stone to the finals. On the other side, we've got the Red Rock Amphitheater versus You're My Boy, Lucifer. Geiger, what do you say?
Lucifer. This isn't. I mean, I'd listen to a concert only if it was done by Lucifer. So I'm Lucifer all the way.
It's just a bunch of neighing, right, Lucifer?
I forgot Red Rock was still in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the only things that could give Lucifer a challenge at this point, and it's still not good enough. Lucifer.
Are you guys really gonna say that Lucifer over the South Park guys is the best thing in Denver? Let's find out.
You gave us a
Novak.
rectangle
not over
to
yet.
pick from. What do you want us
It's
to
not
do
over
here?
yet.
Yeah.
All right, well that's the finals. South Park versus, I guess it's not South Park. It's the two South Park guys versus Lucifer. Novak.
I think South Park's one of the funnier shows on television. It started out like the early seasons aren't great. Now it's like a poignant, smart, funny look at. They hold don't hold back on anyone. The guys are hilarious. They're geniuses. They made that musical that's so good. Lucifer.
I knew it, my boy.
That's right. It's not. They also made Team America. They made Book of Mormon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
break
Geiger.
my balls, Hans Blix. No, I look. I think
Lucifer.
You're breaking my
you
balls,
stole
Hans
my
Lucifer.
joke format. I was going to do the same. Look, I get it now, guys. I get it. Like, I've been doing tournaments for a long time, and you dumb fucks
Yes.
pick some random shit and push it to the top to piss me off, and I didn't get it.
Yes.
Now I get it. Lucifer is the fucking shit.
You have arrived.
Lucifer!
All right,
All
you
hail
heard that?
Lucifer!
You heard it here. Officially, the best thing about Colorado is Lucifer. Congratulations, horse statue.
You have finally learned how to fuck up a tournament.
The student has become the master.
Lucifer, I suggest everyone look him up.
He does
It's
look
pretty
fun.
fucking cool, honestly.
Yeah.
There's some like really hilarious, like if you see, go to Lucifer images, and then there's one like in the third row down where he's like, it's from right facing him, and you're like underneath him. It looks fucking hilarious.
He also looks gigantic. That's a gigantic statue.
It is really big. I mean, I've driven past it a few times, and it's like, wow, he's really big.
I would love
Is
to get a
it-
photo with Lucifer.
Like, I'm asking just for purely out of curiosity. Is it anatomically correct? Is there a Lucifer cock underneath?
Looking at these
legs?
pictures, it does not. It's hard to tell. It's all enshrouded in shadow.
Yeah.
There's a picture. If you scroll way down, you can see a picture somebody just zoomed in directly on its asshole with like its tail sticking up.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, probably
All
has
right.
a big old blue horse cock. To answer your question.
Okay. Like an avatar cock.
Let's just assume that is canon now.
All right, go to blucifer.com. Jack off a few times.
Okay, the Taste of the Rockies chocolate-covered cookie dough. Just a bunch of little, it's like larger versions of like chocolate-covered raisins.
Yeah, they're like raisinette size, basically. They're very soft. They got cookie dough on the inside.
These taste okay. They're fine. If I was really hungry, I'd have no issue eating them. But I don't think they bring anything special to the table. Cookie dough is not particularly unique in any way. Chocolate's fine. I wish it's just not my particular snack. I'm going to give these an indifferent to that. Why I do recognize they're tasty-ish, just not for me. Geiger, what do you think?
Do you not like cookie
think
dough
we-
ice cream either?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you need to feel so. It's almost like sounds like you're apologizing for not liking it. I don't think
Yeah,
they're
I
all that
was.
special either. There's
All
no,
right,
the cookie
I take it back
dough.
then.
The cookie dough doesn't have enough. Like, it just tastes like bad chocolate. I don't know. The chocolate's not good. It's overly sweet to me. And the cookie dough inside, like, there's no chocolate chips or anything. There's no like flavors in there. It's just kind of like sugar. It doesn't really have much flavor to it to me. I think they're indifferent too. They're just kind of they're okay. They're not. I was kind of really let down. I thought this would be a lot better. I do like cookie dough a fair amount, but not this like version of it
Okay.
that much.
I don't think they have a shot anymore.
They don't.
But let's see how Chad feels. What do you think?
I don't think having chocolate chips inside would make sense. The thing is covered in fucking chocolate. Like, you don't need chocolate chips inside the cookie dough.
Hey Chad, chocolate chips.
I don't love, like, if you buy like the store-bought like safe cookie dough, you know, like that normally.
If I
doesn't
can't
really-
get salmonella, I'm not in. Okay.
Yeah, the risk is like part of, you know, is part of the
Mhm.
part of what makes it fun.
If the cookie dough
exciting.
couldn't send me to Lucifer, I'm not into it.
the risk of getting caught is what makes it exciting. Caught by a deadly disease. I love eating cookie dough when we are baking cookies. Like, I almost I said like eating the cookie dough more than the actual cookie itself. Almost, but not quite. I'm surprised you guys say that feels like low quality chocolate to you. I think the chocolate here tastes pretty good. I think the flavor of the cookie dough tastes pretty good. I find these things to be very addictive. I'm actually going to give them a love dad. I think they're delicious.
Wow. Well, still the perfectly sane cat lady assorted sours will win.
Yeah, those are really good.
Personally, I do think they deserve it. They're kind of the most unique thing we had here today.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Geiger, where can the listeners contact us?
If you enjoy the toppings, if you are a toppings versus a bottomins,
Lucifer's definitely a topping.
Oh God, Lucifer owns the top. If you are a follower of Lucifer, one of his acolytes, if you love Dog the Bounty Hunter nearly as much as me, I'm the dog, the big bad dog.
How many episodes of Dog the Bounty Hunter have you watched, would you say, lifetime?
Probably not as many as I think I did. Like 10, 15 probably at least. More than I have Home Improvement. If you like Home Improvement, don't listen to our fucking podcast.
I've never seen a single episode of Dog, I think.
Have you seen a single episode of Home Improvement? Like
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Because, like I said, my stepmom used to watch it.
Oh, right. Because you were crying. You were laughing so hard in Tool Time.
See it by proxy.
You're doing cancer research. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. If you're Tim Allen, you fucking piece of shit, reach out to us.
We'd love to have you on.
We'd love to have you as a guest. We'll try cocaine for you. You can reach us at youtrydat@gmail.com. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the great places that you spend your whole fucking day scrolling by pictures of your neighbors you don't give a shit about. You can, I don't know why I wanted to screed there. Let us know what you think about our ratings. Suggest a snack for us to try. Ask a question from the mailbag. All that good stuff. If you can, leave us some reviews and some stars and some likes and all that good stuff. That'd be great. And if you do have any friends or family members you think would enjoy the podcast, please let them know. And as always, thanks for listening. And also, again, thank you to Dave for what seems like
thank you very much.
Umpteenth time for giving us the snacks.
All right, you have to join the Mile High Club.
Okay. I'll fuck.
You have no choice but to do this.
What's your strategy for getting in there together? Sneaking in? Is it like one person goes? Yeah, that's a start, right? Not like stowing away or whatever. Like one person has to go, and then are you like having them wait in there for a while?
I think so. Yeah, have them be in there like
a
they're
special
taking a
knock or something.
Yeah,
that people forget that time has elapsed and that you never came out. Yeah,
it has to be.
Though. Those things are tiny.
It has to be like an overnight flight where people are sleeping. So like maybe an international flight. Or like a red eye.
It's not like a line at the bathroom. Right.
Exactly.
It can't be green chili night on the plane.
I think you gotta buy. I'm just gonna assume that up in like first class on the big international planes, they have bigger bathrooms. So maybe that's what you got to do is drop a couple grand for a first class ticket on a flight to fucking Australia or something.
I think you're overthinking this because if you do that, there's still a chance you can't pull it off or you get caught. Just charter a small plane, like a little puddle jumper. Say, just turn around to the pilot.
Turn around?
Yeah, I don't want him watching.
I hope he's been turned around while he's been flying.
He might have put it on autopilot so he could watch me do the damn thing.
I just like to stare at my passengers while I fly this small 3-person plane.
And then, get in the back. Knock it out.
We're already in the back. There's nowhere to go.
Well, in the fuselage or something. No, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think it would probably couldn't be a little prop plane. It would have to be, because I've been in those too. There's not enough room. You'd have to be. You could maybe get some head or something in there, but I think you'd have to get it's like a small charter jet. It probably wouldn't be expensive, but you won't get caught and you'll be fine. You're guaranteed to get Now, does that count or is that cheating?
Well, we've changed from how do you join the Mile High Club on a commercial flight to getting your own private jet.
Oh, you said it was commercial.
All right.
Okay,
here's the strategy. Become president, get on Air Force One, kick everyone else off.
No, make sure the pilot looks forward when he's flying Air Force One.
Tell the pilot to turn around so that the pilot can watch you.
Yeah, I don't want a pilot seeing my O face, my presidential O face. It means Oval Office face. That's what I meant.
You immediately resigned from presidency after fucking. This was the reason I became president.
I decided to step down after I achieved my dream of fucking on Air Force One. I am sad to say the pilot did look against my will. He's been fired.
I just wanted to nut in a private plane. Is that too much to ask? I have now served my country.
This campaign was a sham.
I have now had the nut. I shall resign from the presidency. Okay, well, what's your strategy then, commercial nut man?
What?
I couldn't finish that off for some reason.
Presidential candidate Geiger, how do you feel about Roe versus Wade? Roe versus what? I just want to nut in a plane. I don't know anything about any of these.
Roe versus what? I read a book. I also want to fuck. That's not. Duh, I just want to fuck. Why are they putting this guy? I don't even think he knows how to fucking talk. I don't think me not knowing what Roe v. Wade is going to help me get laid either. I remember that debate where you were a fucking moron. Let's fuck.
Okay, so I think you go to send one person to the bathroom, you wait,
right.
And then you need like a secret knock or something, right?
Shaving a haircut.
So that they're not famous knock that nobody could figure out.
It's got to be like Morse code for dropping loads or something like that. Whatever that
and
is,
then,
Morse code.
Yeah, that won't take a while. Pop, 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 pat, pat, pat. Oh shit! I think he said he had to pick up a load or drop a load.
Nope. It says dropping fodes. He spelled it wrong. It couldn't be him.
It must be another guy. So what's then when you're in I think the only option is someone you sit on toilet and they sit on you, right? The dude has to sit on the toilet. I don't think there's another place to space for it.
Let's break this
toilet. Take dump.
Hey, 2 birds, 1 stone.
All right, I'll be the bottom on the toilet. You be my topping.
Someone almost has to stand on topping of the toilet, like because there's no even space for 2 people to stand there.
Stand on topping of the toilet.
There's no other room. There's not even room for 2 people in there.
So the woman stands on top of the toilet, and you stretch your dick to the heavens. Like, where are you going?
All right, one person hangs from the ceiling.
Skyward
the other
sword.
one has to do a headstand. Genitals meet in the middle.
An inverted standing 69 is the only way to have sex on a plane. Everyone knows that. Because I don't think you could like put them up against a wall because there's not enough room to get like your hips going. I've thought
there's no glass to put them on.
Is there a mirror in there? You can put it on the glass.
Sir Mix-a-Lot would frown on the plane situation.
Come on, baby. I want to join the Mile High Club. Put them on the glass. But there's no room.
Class.
You're taking up the whole space. All right, I'll put my ass on the glass.
Okay.
We gave you the blueprint. Tell us how it works. You tried it at gmail.com.
Yeah.
We're on the no-fly list.
If you're join the Mile High Club, let us know. Fuck John Elway.
Tell us how you would put your ass on the glass in the Mile High Club.
Wait, Mile High Club is now just exclusively fucking John Elway?
Yes. Anywhere.
It's like a real narrow. That my chances, I gotta say, probably went down. I don't think he's looking to bang
John,
me.
do you want to do the headstand or would you like to do
I've had 14 concussions. You fucking get on your head. John Elway, they used his face as the model for Lucifer.
Oh yeah, did I tell you Lucifer was in this tournament twice?
Fucking buck-tooth weirdo.
Wow.
Jesus.
He beat the Packers.
But you have to fuck him if you want to join the Mile High Club. So stop insulting him.
Chomp my dick off.
All right. Well, that'll do for this
trap.
time. We'll be back next time. Trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Looses.
Yeah, Yes, Blue Seals.